Page 41, over the hurdles. This piece, I got lots of problems with this piece. I think this piece is rather difficult, and I'm a little concerned that it's here so soon. You almost have to memorize the piece because you have to look down at the keyboard so much because your hands are constantly moving around. Fortunately, it's very repetitious. So once you have it like a couple lines memorized, you just about got it because it's so repetitious. We just have to take it really slowly until we get it. The only pedaling is on the whole notes at the ends of each line. So you're going to play the notes and then you push the pedal down and then you'll lift the pedal and the hands at the same time. We don't use overlapping pedal here. It's just for that one measure. Now let's talk about what's going on. In the first measure, a lot of times in music they don't give you the LH and RH. They do it in this book. They're helping you out. That's nice of them. A lot of times you don't get that. So you don't know if it's left hand or right hand. You have to look at the stems of the notes. When they put both hands in one staff, they generally break it up with the stems. So if the stems go up, use the right hand, and if the stems go down, use the left hand. And that's what they're doing here. The first 2/8 notes, the stems are going up, play them with the right hand. Here. The second 2 notes are played with the stems going down, you play them with the left hand. Because there's nothing in the bottom staff, because all the stuff is happening in the top staff on this first measure. And then the last 2 quarter notes, the stems are going up, so play them with the right hand. Staccato, finger staccato. So you do that. And the hands can get in each other's way, so watch out. Get the left hand down because the right hand needs that E. Next measure, same thing, an octave lower, sort of. Have a half note different, same notes, just an octave lower. And then the third measure, you're going back up. Same notes, we're just going up. So you have a 3-2, 2-4, same notes. And then the last measure, you have a 3-4 in the right hand, or left hand, and a 3 in the right. That is a C and a D in the left hand. A little bit of that left hand, you have to, because you want the rhythm to flow. You don't want any hesitations or nothing. So what are you doing? I don't know. 2, 3, 4, like so. Well, then they tell you it's allegro on top of that. Well, that allegro's fast. How fast? Well, that's up to you. How fast can you play it accurately and under control? That's different people are going to play it at different speeds. That's my problem with this piece right now in this book, is it's going to be extremely difficult for you, unless you're a prodigy, to play this allegro. So just do the best you can with the speed and don't worry about it. Type thing? Second line, let's look at those notes. 5-2, left hand is 2-4, and then here, same notes, an octave lower, and then go back up. In the third measure, the notes change a little bit. You're here, that's it. You have a C. The left hand, that is a B and a D. Changed a little bit. The third line is like the first except for the last measure, and it's a different chord in the left hand. You have a C and an E rather than a C and a D, so it's here. In the first line, last measure, it was here. Now it's here. So if you got the first line memorized, then you got the third line memorized except for the last measure, different chord. And then the fourth line, look at the fourth line, it's a little different because now we've got different notes. You're here. Same notes, an octave lower. And then we're coming up, but slightly different notes. So, yeah, do the best you can with this. Speed is less important than accuracy and rhythm and getting that all correct. And that's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and now. Hopefully that's not a problem for you by now. If it is, please go back through the red book again and do it all again. Doesn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt to go back through this book again and do it all again just to make sure you got everything covered. I would encourage you, just my opinion, but I would encourage you to just memorize this piece because you're pretty much going to have to look at the keyboard most of the time. If you try and look at the keyboard in the music, this would be a good study piece for learning and practicing that because you're constantly looking down and looking up and looking down. For instance, right here at the beginning, I mean, you can put your hands where they go to start with so you can get them there. Then immediately you got to look down to see where the right hand's got to go here. And then you got to move again. So while you're playing these E's, you're looking down to get ready for the next, I mean, you've already memorized the next measure, and now you're looking down to see where you got to go. And so you're just constantly looking down and looking up as you do this, which is good practice. So let's try this out very slowly, and see how you do. See if you can keep up and get your hands on the right stuff and the pedal and all that junk going on at once. It's going to be fun, really. So let's see, you're starting out here. But you're moving all over the place, so get ready. And the foot's on the pedal. I'll give us 4 counts. 1 and 2 and ready and go and. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4 and. 2, 3, 4. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 4 and